Hey there, everybody. Gift funds for FHA or conventional. Is there a difference? What do I need to know? Is there a max? Is there a minimum? What's the process? These are common questions that we get asked that I'm happy to jump on and give a quick overview and hopefully get you some clarification. So, first off, the difference between FHA and conventional, there's not a whole lot of difference between the type of gift funds or the way that they work. The biggest thing is that they are not allowed on investment properties, which I'm not even going to try to dance and show you. This was written back behind me. Not allowed on investment properties for conventional, which unless we're going non-QM or non-qualified mortgage, conventional is the only way to do an investment property. So if you're buying a primary residence, your rules, whether we go conventional or FHA, are very, very similar, and not too different. So who can give them, right? Well, that's going to be anybody that has um, a direct family member, mom, dad, brother, sister, or the guidelines a little bit gray in that it says anybody that has a financial interest or we can document has been like a very long time friend or something like that. The key is that they do have to be gifts. It does have to be a gift. So your buddy that you just met last week at the bar, even though he's a great guy and wants to give you $5,000 for you can buy this house, it's not really realistic or reasonable for an underwriter anyway to say, yep, we're going to accept that because they just met each other, and of course this guy doesn't expect to get his $5,000 back, right? So rather than we can use it from friends, close friends, but I've had to do things like go back and show Facebook posts and document that we do actually know each other and have for quite some time. Um, and then outside of friends or family, employer can give your gift funds, or labor union can give gift funds. Government programs or charities are pretty much the that's pretty much everybody. Uh, yep, just had to double check, make sure I didn't miss anything, but that's right. And then who can't? So anybody with vested interest in the party or in the contract coming to a close. So who's that? Well, that's your boy. Your mortgage broker cannot gift you money towards your closing. I have a vested interest in getting you into that home. Your real estate agent, the seller's agent, your insurance agent, um, the builder. These are people that can't gift you money for your down payment. Now, a little asterisk key point: um, it is possible to get money from either the realtors for closing costs in some instances, but for the most part, uh, that's not a party that's able to help out. Okay. But closing costs, down payment, two different things. Down payment is something that you have to come with on your own. I don't want to go too far off onto the rabbit hole, but sometimes people ask about, well, what about down payment assistance? I do have a whole nother resource tab on that, but I'm going to be frank with you. Mom and dad, brother, sister, family, that's your best down payment assistance. That's the way that you're able to come up with that down payment and not affect your interest rate or the terms of the loan, no matter how much money you make. Whereas on other down payment assistance programs, they are going to be income based or have guidelines or it's give and take, right? So they might give you that money, but then you have a higher interest rate, right? Down payment, or excuse me, gift funds don't have any effect on the program or your interest rate. All right. So, what are they? They are allotted monies gifted by one of those parties directly to either your closing cost or your down payment, usually your down payment. All right. And then when does that have to happen? It has to happen before we close. So, in other words, the way, and this ties in right into the next question of how does it happen? So, basically, I'll have a letter for you. I'll have a blank letter on this website. On the right hand side, you'll see what it looks like. But essentially, the gifter will sign and say, yep, this is a gift. I know I am not getting repaid on this. It is coming from this account. They'll put their account information in, and then they'll state that it's going directly to you. And then you guys both sign it. And it does state what the relationship is. Okay. And then the other thing that they'll have to provide is 2 months bank statements showing that money available. And then the way that I prefer to do it is have them wire the money directly to title prior to close, usually about a week before close. All right, so they'll sign the letter and everything, but we won't actually wire the money until we have either CTC or we're very close to clear to close, to know that everything looks great on the loan. But that's your gift funds in a nutshell. You are able to, whether it's conventional FHA, you can get 100% of your down payment and closing costs from gift funds. Um, the letter is very similar. The process is very similar. The biggest thing is to know is there does have to be a relationship, or it has to be an employer or a labor union or government funds or a charity. And then we just got to check the right boxes. So if this applies to you and you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Shoot me an email, give me a phone call, shoot me a text. That is what I'm here for. And I really, really, really appreciate your business and the opportunity to serve you. All right, go win your day.